Hey guys, it's Jack. Today we're going to be moving on to part 3 of how to genuinely start a clothing brand. If you haven't seen part 1 and 2, I would recommend y'all go watch those videos. I'm going to link them in the top right of this video. A quick little summary that I do know what I'm talking about. I own EXEPT Studios. We have over 100,000 followers across social media, and we have profited over 6 figures this year alone. Now let's get into how to design a logo for your clothing brand. So now that you have found your identity and name for your brand, let's talk about how to actually create a logo for your brand. So there's 2 routes I'm going to recommend to create a logo. First, if you have any experience in graphic design, I recommend you make the logo yourself as it's more genuine and you have more creative freedom. If you do not have any experience in graphic design, I would find a graphic designer on Instagram to create the logo for you. In this video, I will give you a few Instagram profiles that I believe create very good and quality work. Keep in mind that there are many resources to learn different graphic design softwares, and while the process may be intimidating, it is very useful in the long run. I will not walk you through the specific process of creating a logo as it is a very technical skill, but if you are very interested, I recommend these YouTube videos. Now let's start with creating a logo yourself. As a graphic designer, I think that creative freedom is extremely important when creating a logo. I would highly recommend having something with a name relevant to the logo. I highly recommend drawing from inspo as well. If you have any brands you're a fan of, look at their name, look at their logos, see what the similarities are. I'm now going to show you some inspiration that I used to create my logo for EXEPT Studios. When creating my brand, I drew a lot of inspiration from the logo from Hidden NY. I really love what they're doing with their outdoor inspired pieces, and I thought the logo was very aesthetic and perfectly reflected what they were going for. Their name is Hidden, so they have a very simple logo of just an H with a circle around it. You can tell from my logo that I really drew inspo from this. One thing that I think is really important when starting a clothing brand is that it is really okay to draw inspiration. Don't be scared to go through Pinterest or the Instagram Explore page and look for stuff that inspires you and that you can potentially use in your work. Art is meant to be remade and created into something better and unique. Now that I had some info and some ideas to create my logo, I began work. I wanted to incorporate just having a single letter in my logo, and I think that's very recognizable and unique in brands today. I then decided I want some loop around the letters to represent the life cycle, as that's very important in nature and my brand is nature inspired. By just looking at my logo, you would not be able to tell all this, and that's okay, but it's important to have some ideology when creating the logo. If you're taking this route of designing it yourself, I assume you have some previous graphic design knowledge and you are familiar with the design process. If you are not, then let's go ahead and move on to option number 2, which is hiring a graphic designer. Now I'm assuming you're hearing of hiring a graphic designer and you think this is going to cost a lot of money or is just a very intimidating process. In reality, all it is just DMing an artist on Instagram and getting a logo from anywhere from $20 to $200. I'm now going to show you a few Instagram accounts and how you should communicate with them. All of these accounts have the ability and skill set to really do whatever you're looking for. It is important when communicating with a designer to be very specific and transparent with what you're looking for. Don't be scared to show them examples of inspiration you have. When first contacting them, simply shoot them a DM telling them what you're looking for and how much they charge. Never give an amount first. Always wait and see how much they charge. Chances are they will charge a lot less than you are expecting. Also, ask for sample logos throughout the process and critique them throughout the process. As a graphic designer myself, it is very helpful when your client is giving you consistent information on exactly what they're looking for. Once you have something that you are confident in, you will then pay them on either Cash App, Venmo, etc., and they will send the PNG file of the logo. Congratulations, you have a logo.